What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Japanese trains? Whether it be movies, music, games, pop culture, infrastructure, technology, or transport, Japan is seemingly always at the futuristic forefront of modern society. But not in all ways. Japan has some of the highest rates of loneliness, emotional isolation, and suicide in any developed nation. Boarding the Tokyo subway for the first time, I was met with a startling reminder of Japan's dark side. So, I just landed in Tokyo, and one of the first things that I noticed was this. Female-only train carriages? What's that about? Isn't Tokyo one of the lowest crime rate cities in the world? It was here, sitting, watching this new world of Tokyo fly by, that I realized I needed some answers.
Chikan is also a kind of a catch-all term for pervert. And so you can use chikan for the groping that happens on the train. My name is Selena Hoy, and I am the Community Services Manager here at TAL, and it's dedicated to suicide prevention.
My name is Karina Kunz. So I've been living in Japan for almost 10 years now. It's definitely very paranoid when you're being shoved into a carriage, and it just doesn't stop.
Like you're so packed on all sides that you might not be able to move, or you might be lifted off the ground. So that's how crowded we're talking. I have been groped a couple times on the train. The one time that it happened, the guy it was so quick, he disappeared before I could even react.
If you just go into a train during rush hour, all you can think about, what if this happens now?
So there are women-only carriages, and it does feel like a relief, but it's treating the result, but it's not treating the cause. We're not teaching men not to do this.
Hello. So I knew Japan had a rough history with sexual assault. I mean, just look at the comfort women from World War II, and like we all know the sort of shit that goes on in anime nowadays. But to be honest, I just didn't think that modern day cutting edge Tokyo would have this kind of problem.
My client are men, mostly 98% are men, and they come to our office like after sixth time of arrest of chikan. I think chronically they are feeling loneliness, chronically all their lives. They are lacking the sense of control. They go in to work, get into that crowded train, and women happen to be in front of them, and then they start touching, and then she wouldn't escape, and then they assume that she was accepting. They feel like relieved, or their pain is slightly gone. They're getting something that's lacking in their lives.
But this all begs the question, are the female-only carriages an effective solution?
I might go in there, I feel safe in there, but it's not solution at all. You can go to other cars to find women. There's a message board thing on the internet. There's something called group chikan, and they get together. They don't know each other. They just surround a one woman. It's like a group rape in the train. I think it's serious crime. Women can kill themselves after this. I want whoever is running this forum, I wish there's a legal basis to ban those things. I want the adult pornography industry to stop the chikan thing. I want Japanese father to know how to raise their son, to feel more connected. So I want them to change that.
Sitting on my flight back to Melbourne, I couldn't help but think about how this story had grown. Prompted by noticing a weird female-only carriage, it is clear now that this is a much wider issue. It has nothing to do with trains. Japan's chikan problem is rooted in culture, in media, in work, and in history. It's a problem that has no easy solution. It will take time and it will take work, but I have faith that sooner rather than later, Japan will find a way to raise its treatment of women up to its otherwise world-leading futuristic standards.